when someone says you need to do some shadow work, most people hear that and think, well, what does that mean? Like if I said to you, go and do some shadow work, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I would if I knew what it is, mate. And what it is intentionally going and exploring your resistances. That is true shadow work. And I'll give you some examples to explain it. I've explained this before, but this really is like spiritual gold. So if you have a resistance towards a thing, say for example, smoking, say you smoke and you're trying to force yourself not to smoke all the time and you're really fighting against it and you have to use all the willpower in the world to force yourself not to smoke, then the shadow work would be going and smoking, do actually consciously going and smoking and watching it and seeing why you do it. Because as soon as you see why you do it, and most of the time, the only way to see why you do it is by going to do it. As soon as you see why you do it, that makes it fall away, and you won't have to fight against it anymore, and you'll be free. Do you see how that works? Like if you're fighting against it all the time, you're using all your willpower in the world to like push it away, like no, I will not do it, and you're thinking about it all day, and every time you see someone else doing it, it makes you want to do it. You got to go and do it. And I know how counterintuitive that sounds, especially coming from me. I'm just using smoking as an example, but that is true shadow work, and that is exactly what I did. I had to do it with alcohol. I had to do it with certain other things. I had to do it with processed food, and I really let myself get into it. And what that did was show so many things, but leveled me up spiritually in ways that I could never convey to you. And that is what I mean by exploring your resistances. And so now I don't want those foods anymore. They're not even in my consciousness anymore. So I'm free. And it's the same with the drinking alcohol, and it's the same with the certain other things. And that's what I'm saying to you. If you go and do those things, you'll see why you were doing them. You'll see what life was trying to show you, because life is trying to show you things through those addictions. Every human has an addiction. Why is that? It's human nature. There's lessons in there. But you have to go and consciously do it. And I know how counterintuitive that sounds, but anyone who's consciously embarked on that journey will tell you that that's where the real spiritual gold is. And that's true shadow work, because it's willingly playing with your shadow to see why.